Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Blowfish Breakdown. Noah Adcock-Howeth here with you. Today, we're alongside Brock Vradenburg coming in for his second season with the Blowfish, coming in from Michigan State. How you doing, man?
Doing good, doing well.
It's awesome to hear, man. How's the season look up there, up in Michigan?
Right now it's cold, so got snow on the ground, but we're ready to get going. 2 weeks and then we start. So
Y'all open up like up there, or are you traveling somewhere to get started?
we're going to UNLV for the first week, and then we go down to Texas to play Abilene Christian, and then we go to South Carolina, down in Greenville, for our that's our spring break kind of games, and then we'll come back up to Michigan in like mid-March, and then that's our home opener.
Nice. How do you balance like school and stuff like that when you're trying to be traveling all over the country?
I got it pretty good this year because a lot of only I have only one class that's in person. So it's a bunch of asynchronous stuff that normally when I travel I'll get done during bus rides or um downtime in the hotel. Just it's kind of just bunch of just time management stuff that you kind of get I got used to last year. So it's not very difficult, but communications with the professors help too as well.
How does the team look this spring overall?
We look good. I like our chances this year. I think we should be able to do pretty well and be pretty successful. We're kind of a tight knit group, and we're all buzzed with each other, and we all get along really well, and we all have one goal. So and that's get to the Big Ten tournament and hopefully try to win that thing. So
Yeah, I mean that chemistry is absolutely huge. You
right.
played a pretty big role as a freshman, got a lot more time than most freshmen would expect to see when they're jumping right into a Big Ten program. What do you think you kind of got out of that freshman season, and what are you looking to build on here in the sophomore campaign?
Freshman year was kind of a whirlwind for me just because of COVID and just kind of not really knowing what to expect at a pretty high level. So I definitely think I got experience and kind of growth through that year and kind of realizing what I need to do better and what I can do more of to help me be more successful and just kind of adapting to playing at a higher level with higher level players to where, you know, it's not like high school in a way, like everybody's just as good as you or better. So it's kind of just I got pretty humbled last year. So just I'm going into sophomore year with an open mind and just getting ready to just work hard and get after it.
And I'm sure having your senior year of high school get completely canceled on that season didn't help either, just a long layoff.
Yeah, no, it didn't really help. It was it wasn't the worst thing, but it wasn't the best thing. Everybody kind of grew from it in my class, and um, but it was definitely time to, think about yourself, work on school, rather than go play baseball with all your high school buddies. So
Yeah. Well, why did you choose Michigan State in the first place? How's a California kid end up in the snow of Michigan?
I chose Michigan State just because what when I came up here is just this is kind of what I wanted. I wanted to go to a big school, big atmosphere, and just there's a lot of alumni that are actually in California. So I've been introduced to Michigan State before I even thought about coming here, and just the way I was pursued as being recruited, it was kind of stuck out to me to say, okay, these guys really want me. They want me on campus. So compared to other schools that I was looking at, Michigan State just for me was the best option because I also didn't really want to stay close to home. I wanted to venture out and kind of see other parts of the country that I really don't get to see if I would stay like West Coast natively.
Is that kind of the same reason that you ended up down here with us in South Carolina? Because that's an even further jump.
Yeah, I was talking to my dad. My parents made this rule about summer baseball in college, and he said, "Try not to come home, go explore something new, and do something new in an environment you've never been in before." And I've never been in the South in general. So South Carolina, I was ready to go as soon as I got the opportunity to play in the Coastal Plains League. So as soon as I got an email from Lexington County, and my coaches here set me up with them. I was ready to go because I was pretty excited to go down there. I've never been to South Carolina before.
What was your first like opinions on it now that you spent a whole season down there? I mean, obviously it was good enough that it brought you back.
Right. I loved it that summer. I had a great summer, and uh my first opinion was it was very, very the hospitality there was crazy to me. Everybody's so nice to each other, and they kind of just talk to you like they'd be your own kid. So, and that's even with their host families too, is that they welcomed you into their house and uh, said, "Hey, how are you doing?" and stuff like that. So, my first opinion definitely was it was really good. I really liked it out there for sure.
What was it like staying with a host family? I'm sure that was a different experience.
Yeah, I got spoiled as a host kid. I'll be honest. The Lannings really took care of me. And so one of my teammates now played for the Blowfish before last summer with the same host family. So he kind of told me what to expect, and they're great people, and they're from Michigan too. So they're Michigan natives, and uh, the host family was really good for me. They treated me as their own kid for the summer, and just kind of let me have my own fun and let me do their own thing and introduce me to South Carolina things. And so I loved it. It was great.
You going to be back with them again this summer?
Unfortunately, I will not be, um, but I will be going over weekends. We're planning on trying to get some time to have some dinner. Um, but I don't know who my host family is, but I'm excited to see something new, and I'm getting ready to get down there and kind of nervous to see who it is, but um, it'll be pretty fun.
No, I get it. That's awesome though that you got a good enough relationship with them last summer that you're gonna be sticking around to see them. Keep that
Yep.
connection. That's what it's all about, right?
Hmm. For sure.
Yeah. So one of the things I was curious about with you is you're such like a big power guy, home runs, extra base hits. But I mean, Fico's gone on the record and said that his style of play is much more small ball, base to base, that kind of thing. Did that ever create like a conflict between y'all's two styles, or was it there any kind of learning curve?
Not at all. Fico kind of he. What's really good about Coach Fico is that he addressed us when I first got in the locker room. He told the whole team, he's like, "Hey, I'm here to win," and stuff like that. So I was totally on board. And like, I want to win. I want to win this whole thing too. So nothing ever conflicted with me, especially or any of the other guys that can hit the ball for power. He kind of let us do our own thing, but if it was crunch time and pretty late in the game and it was pretty close, we all understood that, hey, go get a bunt down. Let's do like play small ball just to try to get the win across and separate yourself and put yourself in front of the team. And I mean, put the team in front of yourself to where you put yourself up to win a game. So there wasn't no conflict whatsoever, and everybody understood that. Uh, we're all here for our own special skills, so we can utilize them until we need to pull out the small ball. That makes sense.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. What are your hobbies like off the field? What do you like to get into in the rare downtime that you have this summer?
When I'm not doing homework, I got back on the Fortnite grind. So I've been playing a lot of Fortnite with my teammates, and uh, just I just like hanging out with other teammates as well, and just kind of talking about life. But other than that, I don't. Hobbies is pretty hard to do around here, especially when you're in season. So whenever I get the chance to hang out with the guys, I do it as much as possible for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I'm sure that just it makes being together on the field that much better when you got the kind of bond that you do off the field.
Right, right.
What's your major? What do you have any idea what your career path might lead to when you're done with Sparty?
I'm currently an advertising management major. So uh, when it when I look into kind of what I want to do after baseball's over, hopefully it's never over for me, but I do want to stick around baseball and inside the life of baseball and just continue to be around baseball. So I'm open to anything if it involves baseball records. I'd love to be in a front office for a club or an organization, or even I'd go into coaching too. That seems like something I'd like to do. But other than that, I haven't really given it much thought. I probably should.
Yeah, you got some time. When you say front office, you think more like using that advertising side to go into the marketing, or more like operations, scouting, the baseball side of things?
I haven't really dialed it down to what I would like to do. I definitely want to use advertising to get into the marketing side of uh inside of an MLB organization, but also I've always, been really curious about scouting and kind of, you go travel to see basically watch baseball for a living. So that doesn't really seem too bad of a job to me either.
Yeah, no, that kind of sounds like the dream. All right. So one last thing, if you're gonna say something directly to the fans, your potential host family, whoever, just what do you want people to know about you going into year two?
I'm very excited to get back down to Lexington. I think it'll be pretty fun. I think we'll have a really good summer this year, and I'm very excited to meet new teammates and even with some old teammates that are coming back too. So it'll be kind of like a family reunion for us. But I'm getting ready and getting excited to play some games for the Blowfish, and hopefully we can win some games in the Coastal Plains and make a good run in the tournament.
Sounds like a great summer, man. We really appreciate you taking the time to stop on by, and best of luck this spring until we can see you in the summer.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all, everybody out there, for tuning in, and we'll see you back here for another one.